Who knows?
I just don't want to be in the middle of something.
Hey! Welcome back to Roundtable Rumble. I am Carvis back here, joined by Ravi. Welcome to the caster's desk, and we have 3 show matches for you today.
Yes, for sure. We are starting off with Kass and Rage, a really, really hype one. We got a Swede and a Finn, always hype with these national clashes. It's going to be a rough matchup for Jigglypuff. Kass might be fighting an uphill battle here, where Jigglypuff versus Bayonetta can face its challenges, I would say.
Yeah, we had a little bit of analysis before we kicked things off, and already Kass not really enjoying the way Bayonetta plays the game, as you get up till the Dead Witch time. Bayonetta can easily bring you to the topmost blaster. One thing Jigglypuff has going for him in this matchup, though, and that is the rest out of the combo.
Yeah, and you were talking about that earlier, and I was like, yeah, that is good. But the thing is that if you just miss it, you're just gonna die. So the risk reward is like 50-50. You're going to die, probably, if you miss it.
No, it didn't die yet. So
No. If you're at a high percent, yeah.
Of course.
And of course, Bayonetta can do some crazy conversion as well. Just if you let her get any conversion she wants, which you do when you rest, right?
And since Puff is so light, while normally Bayo may struggle to kill at later percentages, now, oh no.
Oh, does she die here? Yeah. Oh no, he misses it! That's gonna be an episode. Bye! The big fist coming through from another dimension. Goddamn.
And that's an unfortunate miss from Kass. Maybe a little bit of break between the games so far, but closes out the stock cleanly, catches it, and trying to recover off stage.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier that, you know, Jigglypuff can't really edge guard Bayonetta that well, but Kass proving me wrong. The problem, though, is that once Bayonetta kind of throws out those recovery moves, Puff can't challenge them. And Puff's biggest strength, apart from rest conversions, is her edge guarding. That's where she get like 90 or maybe like 50-60% of her kills. It's so huge if you can't edge guard. That's huge for Bayo, and that's going to make this matchup a little bit more difficult for on the side of Puff.
Still need to be careful about the Sing. Kass trying to catch some waves, but getting taken out of the roof almost.
Going for the Nair instead of the forwarder as well. Rage knows something we don't, because if it was true to get a kill, he probably would have gone for it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so back to the previous point. Bayonetta, with stray hits, can actually kill Puff pretty easily. With a random back air at 100% or so, if the DI is a little bit off or you're at the edge of the stage, you will die.
Yeah, and the problem is that you still have to be precise, right? That backer isn't just going to hit out of nowhere, especially Puff, who's kind of small as well. But the good news is like all the kill options that Bayo has, and that's actually quite a few. All of them kill way earlier, and the problem with Bayo is not she lacks kill options, it's how early does the kill options kill, right? And right here, that's not going to be as much of an issue. But, you know, the Nair from Jigglypuff as well, closing out with the stage spike. Maybe Kass has something cooking up for us. Maybe! Oh, yes, he does! The up tilt into rest, proving us wrong. No matchup cares about anything if you just have a confirm like that.
I mean, this is why Kazuya, for example, is an extremely strong character. Sure, you might get zoned out with an immobile character like Puff or Kazuya, but if you can kill with that one touch, it's more than enough to take a game or two.
Like, it really doesn't matter. You can say, like, oh, Mario beats Kazuya really bad. I just said something. He doesn't. But if you can say that, but like, you mess up a couple of times, it doesn't matter. And that's exactly the same thing with Kass and getting that game 1 as well. Despite having kind of a rough matchup, really, really impressive. Let's see if Rage can make an adaptations or if Kass is just running away with this.
And stage choice-wise, we seem to be sticking to Pokemon Stadium. I don't think Triplats is something that we really want to look at here.
Probably not. I mean, you don't want to go there. I'm surprised, because no, it would have been banned. It would have been banned. Kass definitely banned them. Because, I mean, you will die super early off the conversion of the top platform, or just anywhere if you can extend the combos. Very super good at Yoshi's Story, for example. You do not want to go there. So Kass probably banned those two, and it's like, okay, where do I go then? We go to the Blast Zone, apparently. Nice upper into rest, once again, closing out his stock there.
And again, Rage fighting from a disadvantage, forcing Bayonetta to approach. A really good thing for Kass. May get more opportunities to look for those ever so important trades, looking for those late hit pounds to get these combos going.
Yeah, for sure. Right, the downer is super good as well. A very underrated move. Jigglypuff downer is so good at starting combos, just racking up damage, leads into itself, leads into rest, or up tilt rest rather. It's super good, and we're seeing Kass utilize it very well.
starting to feel like it's easier to say what it doesn't lead to.
Yeah.
Just able to convert off of these stray hits, so good from Kass. And keeping Rage off stage, you don't need to go for the edge guards if you can guess the ledge option properly.
The back air, like you said, a random back air might just kill a little bit earlier than we're used to. Would that kill like Donkey Kong? Not at all. It wouldn't be close, but Jigglypuff will die to it. The featherweight curse right there is going to be really, really big for Bayo. Oh yeah, and there you see the edge guard are not happening if Rage has the opportunity to get the recovery moves out. With the backer though, once again, closing it out. And good lead for Kass right now, surprisingly.
Almost a full stock, only 30% doesn't really matter at all at this point, and he gets an early dare. I think did Rage is the... Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
You just buffer it and then you just look stupid, that's what happens. But it is a real option. It still hasn't been connecting though.
Forward throw, off stage, and Rage, as per usual, casually side B's back towards the Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Hard to interrupt. It is a very disjointed hitbox on that side B.
And even if you do try to wait out, you're getting now you just have 47% read. Like, do you need to go for those? That's my question. Do you need to go for them right now? Or is the risk reward really there for Jigglypuff?
Rage now has a chance to make the comeback here in game 2. Already getting nice amount of damage from those up tilt catches. And the up tilt really covers the angles Jigglypuff wants to use.
Oh, going for the falling upper as well. That's so threatening because you know just one needs to connect, and it is curtains. So you need to be super, super careful. Once again, drifting in and out, trying to stay out of that immediate burst range of Bayo. That's what's so scary with her. Oh, and their roll read in. Do not roll in against Jigglypuff. She is always ready for that.
Many a Jigglypuff throughout the game's history, whether that be Melee, whether that be Brawl, whether that be Smash 4, it's always a threat that you have to deal with if you are in a teching situation. Nothing has changed. And Kass 2-0 up in a best of 5.
Very, very surprising right now. Will he just clean it up 3-0? I mean, it should be said that this is at the end of a very long day. So maybe Rage is sitting here like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to do this. But at the same time, this is a hard matchup.
And this is, like, when I go into these show matches, this can be useful practice as well. You're playing it on stream in front of an audience, and in this situation, as you said, the fatigue does eventually kick in. After a long tournament day, this could be grand finals. This could be the end of the day where the matches are super important. So good practice for all these players taking part today.
Practicing bracket stamina is so big. So taking this as, and there finally we get one. Trying to bait something out, but not quite working. And once again, getting advantage started. Do we get the kill? When a side bet, do we get the kill? Yes, no.
It's side bets on show matches. This is what we came here for. I'm not gonna bite on that just yet, because Kass starting to accrue a nice advantage on this first stock of his. Rage.
Right. Oh.
I was about to say you can't really seem to find an angle, but
typical. Once again, going for the rest, just trying to get the stock nice and quick, going for the cheese.
Get up attack catches him side being back to the stage, and now Kass again keeping Rage at bay, but the specials again so difficult for Puff to deal with.
And we are carried off the top, and there the Jigglypuff is going to just scream in the background as she is launched away. And first lead for Rage in a very, very long time, if not the entire set.
Is that dead?
Bye. Nah.
Close.
Falling out of the forward airs, not quite gonna kill.
Just throwing out a couple of dash attacks, Rage just lands and capitalizes on the easy punish and finding another throw and more damage onto the Puff, and we are approaching back air kill percent slowly but surely.
Yeah, and then with the guns as well, so big. Trying to edgeguard Jigglypuff, and that's the thing. Bayo is really good at edgeguarding too. Can't really edgeguard Puff that well either, so it's a give and take. Both sides struggle with each other.
And it's really no.
Clean. That was nice.
That was very nice. I was about to say the dash attack is going to start killing. You get the 50-50 with Bayonetta jab and forward throw. You start to unlock more kill options as you go. But against Puff, it doesn't really seem that necessary.
No, we haven't been seeing a lot of forward throws or jabs. It's like, usually you see Puff live to like 100, or no, not Puff, but opponents of Bayonetta living to like 160, even like 200. I don't think we've like breached 130 or 140
No.
at least. Puff is dying.
Puff is literally dead.
Literally dying right now.
Kass seems to be smiling still though.
Yeah.
Getting
it goes both ways though. Like we said, Puff is dying early, but have we seen Rage live past 120? Like,
also,
barely.
Kass could be smiling because we are on 50. Bayo can't run away anymore and does not have those platforms to look for additional opportunities to go higher up and take Kass out of the top blast zone.
Definitely gonna be hard to find those kills on the top. You're completely right. The side is always a threat nonetheless, but that just limiting the amount of options that your opponent has is really, really nice. But at the same time, there's you kind of have to be on the ground there, and Bayo is quite... No, that's actually not true. I take that back. Bayo can struggle with grounder approaches, and if you have no platforms to retreat to, it can be a big challenge for Bayo, yeah.
Kass failing the whiff punish there. Surprisingly low end lag on that move. Still, Rage keeping up the... He's just flying at Kass, and instant up tilt punish pays him back.
Just one up tilt, that's all it takes. One stray up tilt and you're just dead.
And Rage he's going wild with these side Bs right at the Jigglypuff.
Oh, are we finally seeing some high percent kills with the F-throw? Not quite
Good
killing
DI.
just yet. Really good DI, you're completely right. Kass still staying alive. I mean, Puff with Rage as well is super, super scary. You can't let 1 pound. This might just be very, very scary. Not converting a kill quite off of it, but there we go. The F-throw is finally coming in clutch, taking that stock.
And this is still only a couple of Bayonetta hits away from being an even game. It's the roll in trying to cover it's Kass. Also going for the rest. He's committing hard at low percentages for these.
Yeah, for sure. Like even a percents where it doesn't necessarily kill, he goes for it. Which, I mean, it puts the constant fear into Rage. Like, I can't go for these combos if they're not true. I have to know they're true in order to go for them, especially at higher percents. So that good stuff from Kass. I actually quite like that as a strategy. But now, converting even further, that's not going to be a kill, but it is going to be quite a lot of damage, 92%. We're closing actual kill percent right now.
Hard read from Rage, trying to catch Kass out. Can't get the rotation over to the back here, but still sends him far off stage. The amount of jumps from Jigglypuff also important to keep a track of, because eventually he has to approach.
For sure. And we're seeing the back airs from Rage as well. Back airing like Bayonetta is Donkey Kong. It's like just constant wall of back airs. Or like she's melee Puff. It's constant wall, and it's getting hard for Kass to actually get in without, being intercepted by one of those back airs.
And the dash attack players at the stock. Rage is just tossing around in his chair, not happy with what just happened. And with one nice combo again, getting a good 30%. Here we go again, up till finds the target.
Oh, okay. Finally, or barely living.
Jigglypuff so lightweight, easy to pop out of those, but Kass converting right back. And remember, one up tilt was what it took for the rest conversions, so still volatile.
Oh yeah, if Kass is approaching with up airs and just kind of getting an up tilt out of shield, a lot of things can happen that could just take this stock really, really quickly. You can never rest against Puff. No pun intended.
Going for the sing, making Rage be afraid.
No,
Doesn't get the jab block. Yep.
That would have been the stock. No, who's he singing to, bro? Who's he singing to?
Trying to sing to the audience.
Nobody listening to that lullaby right now.
And all of a sudden, 2-2, going into the final game 5.
Yeah, we are early on. It looked like Kass might just be like running away with it, knowing something we don't about the matchup. But right now, maybe some adaptation coming in from Rage, understanding why this matchup actually can be quite good for Bayonetta. And, capitalizing on that.
He's chatting with the audience. Rage is just laughing. Not anymore, though. I saw a hint of it at the player cams.
Yeah.
But still sticking with the final destination, Kass enjoys the stage.
Yeah, and I can definitely see that being a good choice, especially against Bayonetta. Do not hate it at all.
Commitment from Rage. Wants to keep Kass at bay. Doesn't want to get wave punished on these specials. Just like this, but Bab within saves his hide.
And that tends to do that. Bat within is really, really good against, not necessarily specifically Puff, but I think those confirms that's like soft, fair into stuff. I don't think they're completely true a lot of the time. So that might be very, very good, especially if Kass gets rage off stage and you can just bat within through.
Even percentage. Going again for the hard smash reads, but no need for those. Side B into back air will close out the stock, and Rage, once again, ahead for now.
Yeah, I feel like you can kind of just throw those out sometimes. So like, what's Puff gonna do to punish really if she's positioned like that? It's gonna be kind of rough.
Rage is just flying around, abusing the airspeed of Puff, trying to make him go for those turnarounds, but with a dash attack, does he have a jump left? He does.
Doesn't even matter. Bayonetta is weird, has like 10 jumps, it's crazy. But then not when I play Bayo, it's weird. How does that work?
It's always been like that.
Yeah.
I still have no idea how it actually works.
Same.
But
People have told me and I'm like, I'm not understanding. I'm just saying, like,
I know it has something to do with like buffering the up B out perfectly right after another or something like that.
Something like that. When I play Bayo, it's one up B only. All right, nice dash attack. Knowing that you can dash attack that out of shield, actually, getting the kill. Dash attack from Puff is actually so crazy strong. It's surprising every time.
It's a couple of those dash attacks, Pikachus as well, that
Yeah.
is surprisingly explosive. And Puff, of course, using that burst option to close out stocks whenever he can get the punish. Speaking of punishes, Rage trying to get a read on this ledge option, but a late hit pound not resulting into anything.
All right, one more combo, 142%. We are once again reaching those high percent where like F throw will start killing jab as well. The back air will do it as well. The sour hit will be enough apparently.
One more.
Yeah,
Rage
one more.
needs to get back throw off stage. Kass is trying to hit the startup of Rage's recovery moves, but that requires a hard read which way Rage is going.
Yeah, for sure. Last stock for Kass though was looking so good in the beginning, but now a reverse 3 stock seems imminent as Rage is just kind of carrying off the top as well. More damage, 49%, and racking on still.
Just Kass really, really struggling to get the combo starters in that he needs. Sure, he gets straight hits, but those aren't what wins Puff the game.
No, you're completely right. The things that wins Puff the game is like you need those like actual strong coverage. You need those edge guards. And you're not gonna edge guard Rage. You're not gonna edge guard Bayo. It's gonna be very, very rare. So you need those like Puff rest confirms that we have talked about and seen so much earlier. It seems very difficult to actually get those big openings. You can't get that up air. You can't get that up tilt when Rage is so ready for every win condition that Kass has. And instead, it is Kass that is looking like he's on his last legs right now.
Dragon Ball a moment there, sent to the opposite side of the stage, and a one final back air. Rage will close it out with a 3-2 victory in our first show match of the evening.
Yeah, beautiful back air, taking it for the Swedes. Finish going down. 0 mono matches or show matches won yet. I'm just saying, I'm keeping count for sure. If you end the day with 0 wins, might pack it up. Might have to pack it up.
I take no responsibility to the performance of Finland in these show matches. I turn this over entirely to Hugo, who is...
True. Where's Hugo? He needs to answer for his actions here.
He doesn't need yet. We still,
yeah, all right.
One down.
We'll have to call Hugo
go.
down here if this happens. Let's see.
There.
Let's see.
So up next, I think it's Thunder versus Anvil.
Anvil, yes. And Anvil plays Mewtwo, of course, and Tanda, an up-and-coming PT player. And Anvil has a lot of matchup experience against PT, playing as me a lot, and Nazoxy.